position. Futures were higher this morning, now lower. Maybe they were going to wait on NVIDIA today. So chance we just wait and hang out and see what NVIDIA is going to do after the bell. NVIDIA's ran up a lot into earnings. HNRG, I'm going to put some calls offered out. Beam's going to go to 0 in September. So HNRG, I'm going to offer calls at 40 and offer calls at 60 again. We have 8 minutes here to the opening bell. A lot of good signals yesterday. A lot of good signals this week. Lots. Yeah, Goose got a takeover bid. I saw that yesterday. Or was that overnight? Stocks up $1.21. Like I said, we saw Goose calls being bought. Meta down, Tesla higher, Frog higher, GTES unchanged. NTNX had earnings. I did take NTNX off before earnings. The AC 85s. Let's just see where those are. Those are 91.40 here. So NTX, maybe they didn't have earnings. Let's see when NTNX after close today. So NTNX is up higher today. IMAX higher, IOT higher, KGS. I'm going to offer these at 65. They're 25 bid at 60. Okay, at 65. BJRI, I'm going to offer those calls offered out. Futures look a little bit weak, down 8 here. BJRI, I'm going to offer these here at 50. Yesterday, we had like 5 signals yesterday in the morning, and then we actually had a bunch of signals the other day on Monday too. Samsora higher, ONON higher, Dow down 13 cents. I can offer Dow calls, just have an offer out. I feel like Dow is consistently one of the worst stocks to trade. The SEP 12 27s are wide here, but I am technically down money on those. I'm going to offer those at 37 just because I'm on the road and I'm in the car and then I can fill down an order. Coursera higher, Beam higher, BJRI unchanged, AKRO unchanged. KGS is higher. I like KGS. I would add more here at 30 cents. They are 30 bid right now. P&L to start the day. I feel like every morning I start the day down, but actually today it looks like I'm higher. BSY is higher today. Maybe BSY is actually, it's up 42 cents here. So BSY, I have December calls. I would like to add a December calls. It's my biggest dollar amount risk position. In BSY, I'm going to offer these out at 210. We're just getting a little bit of a bid here. RSI, Relative Strength Index. We're going to look to see anything oversold that didn't have earnings. Wow, we have a lot today. JD, looks like JD probably had earnings. JD down, KWeb down. So the Chinese internet names are down. Yin down. Abercrombie must have had earnings. Abercrombie did have earnings. FUTU. Let's do that one. So FUTU and JD, guys, for RSI. RSI, 2 candidates here for RSI. JD and FUTU. The 2 candidates here. FUTU and JD. So let me add those to the bottom. FUTU. Stock's down about $8 today. That is the exact ATR today. NVIDIA down 64 cents. At the money straddle implying about a 6.5% move. Took NTNX yesterday, unfortunately. I could have made more money in NTNX. They do have earnings after the close. If you guys want to spread those off or take those off completely, I totally understand. So JD and FUTU. FUTU. NTNX calls are about 120. Took those off yesterday. KGS, I have an offer out. KNX is down 16 cents. Took that off yesterday. The 55.65 Dow down a dime. BSY up 50 cents. BGRI higher. I have a target out of 50 in those. MDB, that one's up. BSY is 145, 165. P&L is technically up today. SKE is my biggest loser. The stock's down 30 cents. I have those January calls, 105, 135. I did pay 105 on those. Meta down, NTNX, I could take off higher. NTNX, OC 85s, they're 110. I took them off yesterday at like 97 cents. Nothing has hit the tape just yet. BSY has an ATR of about $1.04 a day. CXW is higher by a little bit. RSI, that's 62 cents a day. HNRG is unchanged. Just have a big position in that one on those September 19s. They're 2030 right now. Dow calls are down. Yeah, this internet's very good. Good today. We good today. Took up next calls yesterday, NEXT. Meta down 70 cents. Meta's looked really weak here from those highs. Meta RSI is 51. So I think there's got to be a run on big cap technology at some point. NVIDIA at the money straddle for this week. Let's look at the at the money straddle here in NVIDIA. So at the money straddle for NVIDIA for the week is the 180 straddle. It is a $12 move here in NVIDIA. It's about 6.5% in NVIDIA. So NVIDIA implying a 6.5 point move today after the close. FUTU, interesting. JD, interesting. Not produced candlesticks yet. Frog higher. Frog was down yesterday. Meta down, Apple down, AMD down, ARKK down, Google down, Soxel down. SOSX is higher. I'm always looking to buy that when the RSI hits about 28. KGS is higher today. I have two of a target out at 65. I'm going to go 30 bid here. Go 25 bid, just in case. KGS Kodiak Oil. Have a target at 65. Another day when the market's just kind of chilling for now. Maybe they're going to wait for NVIDIA. I'm up money here in BSY. Target's 210 on those. Yesterday, a lot of good signals. Last week, a lot of good signals. Took off some signals. Took off, I had Shell, SEP 77.5. So took those off at 20 cents. Just been on for so long. We look at that, the money straddle, at the money calls, at the money puts for today. BJRI getting crushed here a little bit. Calls are 30.45. I would add more at a quarter. So BJRI, I'm going to go bid on October 40s for a quarter. At the money straddle for today is probably pretty low. I'll look at the straddle for today. At the money calls, at the money puts. 645 straddle. Actually, a 30-point move today. That's crazy between now and the end of the day. We were looking at 18-point moves, so something must come out. 30-point move implied today. 30-point move implied today, guys, between now and the end of the day. That's huge. We've been doing like 18-point move. CNX is down. I'd actually buy some CNX calls if they went to a discount. Now stock's up on the day. I sold them yesterday at 65. I'd probably buy them at like 35. But so CNX, I'm going to go 35 bid for the sub 47.5s. They bought them yesterday at 55. I'll take them at 35. I'm going to put a bid in the market. So CNX calls bid. BJRI calls bid. Took off BRBR yesterday. I haven't seen that one today. It's up 9 cents. I wasn't trying to day trade stuff yesterday. It's just some things, I made money on. I was like, okay, I'll take it off. Especially it's the September premium levels. FUTU creating a bull candlestick, so I'm not interested in that. I need a bear candle followed by a bull candle reversal. And then JD is a bear candle. So that next one would be a bull candle. Reversal. Intel up a couple pennies. 64.36. AEO calls being bought. This hitting our day trade scanner guys in AEO. So AEO hitting a day trade scanner. You want to take these, you can. So day trade scanner. Buyer of AEO calls. So AEO guys, they're buying 936 of the 13s. So AEO calls being bought here. So AEO calls being bought in AEO. 13s, guys. Stocks at 56 cents. I just wonder if that should trade with Abercrombie or against Abercrombie. Traded 2.5 million shares. 3,800 calls being bought in AEO. SK, look at BSY going. Come on, BSY. 155.65. This has been like my 7th straight day where I made money. I actually took off a lot of positions too. BSY has offers 210 on those calls. So BSY 210 to offer. GR has up a couple pennies. IMAX, we took off for profits. Coursera has been actually a loser. AEO is the only thing I've seen interesting in the tape. And then we're looking at FUTU and JD. At the money straddle and AEO for this week is about $1. I don't know if they have earnings this week. I could buy a call spread if they did earnings. They don't have earnings this week in AEO. HNRG down. KG Ass have an offer out. BSY have an offer out. BSY Bentley Systems up about 70 cents here. Calls are 155, 165. It says I'm down in Dow. Calls are just wide here in Dow. IBITS. I was looking at Bitcoin yesterday, 111, 295. Ethereum up 10% in 7 days. I always have some Ethereum. I have some Bitcoin, but not much. HNRG coming back. I was trying to take off ON yesterday for 8 cents. 57.5. 2 cents at 5 cents. Meta down 40 from the highs. Planeteer down 30 from the highs. Planeteer had that reversal day on 820. We made a recent low of 142. I think it goes under that low or go way lower. AKRO calls are 55.75. Dow's starting to move up. Have an offer at 37. They're 18 at 34. AEO is the only thing I've seen interested in. Now we see Dutch Bros calls being bought. They might have earnings. If they have earnings, I'd get long Dutch Bros for earnings. Bros. So option hacker. Buyer Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros calls being bought.
Sorry, I understood your keys. Yes, sorry. No, apologies. That's my fault.
Dutch Bro 80s. Dutch Bro's breaking up higher. That's like I got on $55. Shake Shack 144 to 106. Sweet Greens was trading $9. Triple D trading here. Dutch Bro 80s, guys. Dutch Bro 80s trading here. I think it's the most interesting order of the day. September 80s. Don't see when they have earnings. Bless you. BRBR moving up. I sold BRBR yesterday. 42 and a half for 65. They're 60, 70. Same SOAR higher. KNX higher. They're still 60, 65. So the stock is higher, but those have decayed away. Dutch Bro calls up to first 15-minute bar close. FUTU is going to be a bear candle. So JD and FUTU could be possible buys here on RSI Relative Strength Index. So possible buys here. I'm going to lower my EKRO buy to 45. Let's do 40. So FUTU and JD possible buys here.
Y le he dicho, como si nos diéramos discurso, le he dicho, ¿por qué no esperas a los planos? Sí, me han explicado todo. ¿Algo más? ¿Por la mañana? Sí. Perfecto. Eso es que no se le puta, le estaba olvidando y no lo pero no sé. No pasa nada, no pasa nada. De nada. Sí, perfecto. No problem. Sorry? Where? This I don't know. My colleague is on it somewhere.
We're just down 4 1/4. 30-point move implied. Bank of America puts trading here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
A moonshot scanner. Another signal here. CXW higher. Course Civic. Go 20 bid. I'm going to offer out at 65. Buying AA calls. Alcoa. 912.35s in Alcoa being bought. Wow, 22 cents. 5,000. So Alcoa calls being bought. I'm going to buy some of these here at, and try to get them at 18. They paid 22. Not filled. Pay 19 now. Not filled again. I'm going to cancel my bid. So Alcoa calls being bought here in Alcoa. Try to get by him at 19. I'm going to go 15 bid now. So 15 bid here in Alcoa. 2 weeks out, the 35s. Okay, and X higher again. $65.70. So if you didn't get out yesterday in KNX, you can get out today at 65. BSY is my biggest position. BRBR higher again. 15-minute bar. We have a bear candle in JD and in FUTU. $30-point move implied today. It was a big move here. Still a $30 move. So Bros is the most interesting. Or Bros and AA. I call it rallying now. Those calls are those are the still 22 cents here. And the 35s, 916, 22, 23, 10 by 121. Dow moving up. BSY beast.
Not here. No, I'm not sure. We can organize massage somewhere else. In Tony. Okay. Bye.
We add BSY to the 10 out of 10 portfolio. Meta's been really weak here. Meta down another $6 today. I think there's got to be a run on some big cap technology stock to the downside. Maybe Planeteer will be the poster boy. I don't know which one it's going to be. FUTU and JD closes in a minute. Neither are going to be a buy. Frog up $1.30 today. Get a trade for that for 10 out of 10. Up to $1 today. MDB up $71 in earnings. Wow. NTNX, I got rid of that one. ARC 85s. Oh, those are decent. They're 105, 120. KGS 3560. BSY, my target's 210. And December calls. These 19th, 2025 60s. $15-minute bar closes here in about 3 minutes. I'll call him 15 bid right now. 2023. NVIDIA implying a $12 move today.
Very good. Very nice.
180 straddle is 1220 now. SKE have an offer out. So bid here in Alcoa, 15 cents. Target 22. Sorry about that. Same store up $1. KGS up 31 cents. Dow up 17 cents. BSY up 81 cents here. RSI is $1.06 a day. Second candlestick looks like a bear candle, JD and FUT, so it's not going to be a buy just yet. VFC November calls. We saw VSCO calls being bought in earnings. Stocks up 70 cents today. I'm going to buy a VSCO call spread for earnings. $4 straddle, so the 27. So I'm going to buy the 26.27 straddle for. I'm going to buy the 25.26 straddle. So VSCO, I'm going to buy a call spread for earnings. 25.26 call spread for 24 cents. I'm going to buy $100 worth. I'll take off half at a double. Not filled yet. VSCO. I wish they had weeklies, but they don't have weeklies. So there you go. VSCO, guys, and bid for a call spread, 24 cents. Not filled yet. So VSCO call spread for earnings.
Where you can find our restaurant open for lunch, and the bar open till 7 o'clock after sleeping. All right? You can use towels, you put them in here. You can use them during your stay, and when you want them to change, you just leave them by the swimming pool that you have basket. You can ask for more of it. For Keene, our restaurant is outside of the main building.
AEO falling here. Frog up again. So we do not have a buy in JD or FUTU just yet. So FUTU and JD, we do not have buys. Double A moving up here. Rose up to 112. BJRI now higher. Futures now up. This is just chop here. All nonsense here. All nonsense.
So if you have the no, oh, you like to yeah, all right. So I go and take them for you. Thank you.
Futures now up on the day, up a 1.5. Have not traded anything yet today, which is not normal like me. Yesterday we had 5 signals in the first hour. Today we're 33 minutes in the day. Probably have a better chance of taking targets than I do of taking entries. But nothing has hit targets yet. As BJRI is my highest one. GTES calls bought yesterday. I'm taking NTNX off into earnings. This is a personal decision here. This is all chop. FETU will be a buy if it's a bull candle here. Sold JD. Stops will be 50 cents under the low of the day. think Dutch Bros is the best order of the day. I did not take. Actually, I think Alcoa is probably the best order of the day, but I want to get it cheaper. Now they're 25. They paid 22 for them. KGS I'm offered at 65. The VIX 1493. Maybe there's time when the VIX was just so low. Like 12 for like three years or something like that. NVIDIA right on the 180 strike. Mark is a resident earnings trader. I sent him an email to see what he thinks of NVIDIA, what to trade on. I'm going to take a trade Friday for NVIDIA. Alcoa ripping now. More Sam Silver calls being bought. It's up 1235s, 277. Give it an FUTU and JD. BSY I have an offer out. KSGS has an offer out. BGR I have an offer out. HNRG is marking 2 cents lower. They're 1530 now. SX kind of just been flat. Alcoa bid. Calls are up to 26. Dow calls are I have an offer at 37. Alcoa calls up 26. If you got Alcoa at 22, your target could be 33 here in Alcoa. 25, 27. If you just scalped them, you could have made money. 22 to 27. TSM calls being bought hitting a super option scanner. So there you go. In TSM, calls being bought in TSM into NVIDIA earnings. So TSM calls being bought. Futures up 2.5. BRBR higher. Some BRBR call spread. I'll put spreads. I'm short.
Yes.
KNX higher again. Took those off yesterday at 65. They're 70 bid now. Keep an eye on FUTU and JD. FUTU is going to be a buy here on the close of the 15-minute bar as long as it produces a bull candlestick. I was looking at SBET the other day. $19. Come on, BSY. These 60s. Exxon trading here, nothing to do with Exxon. Guess I should have got Alcoa calls at 22. Up to 23, 27. DRS unchanged. Sensora. Sub 45s are 60, 65. They're interesting. Bros calls up to 125. They're about at 95. I called this for you guys. 30% winner here. 125, 135. They're bought at 95. AKRO is one of the worst signals I've seen in a while. Those are $5 calls. They're 60 cents right now. BRBR calls are 80.95. Took those off yesterday at 65, I think. Bellbrain Brands. SKE have a target out at 160 in January upside calls. Took off down at Nova 80s. I haven't seen that. That sucks doing. Oh, sorry, DD Nova 80s. I think at 350, it took SMG upside calls off. GN 70s. I'd buy those back at like 2. MGM calls being bought. Hitting our day trade scanner, guys, at MGM. I'm not taking these. So MGM hitting the day trade scanner here in MGM. So MGM trading here. Alcoa bid. Keep it on FUTU. Put it on a DG call spread. Let's look at that one. Buying the set fifth 120s. Selling the weekly 119s. So here's an earnings trades if you guys want from Mark. Not filled yet. Trying to get filled here at penny credit. Let's go to 2-cent credit. So here's a DG trade, guys. Earnings trade. So buying the 5th calls to sell the weekly calls. Alcoa. FUTU just closed. It is a buy, 184.40. 177 stop loss. So Alcoa is a buy. Sorry, FUTU is a buy. 184.30. Stop loss, 177. Targets is going to be 187 and 190. So FUTU is a buy, guys. FUT is a buy. That'll be added to our portfolio. An RSI member, you're going to get that trade. Get a small loser yesterday in Etsy. So FUT, you guys buy. $184.30 is the buy level. One official signal so far today, FUTU. 184.30. Alcoa bid. SERV Act 14 is trading 90 cents. Serve Robotics. I'm not taking these. Traded 12 million shares so far today. So Serve Robotics calls me bought. So Option Hacker. Buyer Serve Robotics, guys. Serve Robotics calls being bought. Serve Robotic calls being bought. I'd probably pull back here. See if they had earnings. No. Volatility hitting a 52-week low. I'm going to try to pay 50 cents for these. Just in stock, that's in case the stock crashes today. So I'm going to go 50 bid. I just did do an SPX trade, so let me add that to the portfolio. That's my Pete box, automatic trading with Pete box. So today is the 27th. And sell the 827, 2025. It's the only thing I've done today, and this is selling the 64.55, 64.50 put spread. And I sold it for 80-cent credit. So here's an automatic trade for the SPX for today. SPX trade for today. So SPX trade today. I'm trying to put an earnings trade on. Bros is a nice winner today. So I'm long the SPX for today. KGS higher. BRBR blast mode. SEVR having a bid in 50 cents. Alcoa have a bid in at 15 cents. Alcoa just raging here. Alcoa calls up to 25.28. $22.26 here. There's Alcoa. You can see they hit the tape. 4,870. Alcoa. 9/12/2025. 35 calls were bought. S calls trading here. See our stock is trading S. That's always a takeover candidate. Sentinel 1. 9/12/20s. So S calls being bought. I've taken S before, made money before in S. I've lost money before in S. So you want to take these on your own. So letter S. Futures up 875. Biggest winner today is BSY. Biggest loser today is HNRG. These calls are marking 20 cents now. KGS have an offer out. 65. They're 40.60. SKE moving up at 160 on those. FUTU was a buy at 184.30. Small winner here. Sentinel 1. Meta down. Dutch Bros calls 125. Alcoa just raging here from the lows. Calls are up to 27 now from 22. It's about a 20% winner here if you took them off. We have end of the month or quarter. June is the quarter. 369. So end of the month coming up. The portfolios have just been doing great. You go through all the portfolios here. These are all the portfolios we have at Alpha Shark. We have 8 portfolios we run. RSI, this is a winner right here. 70% win rate on RSI. Personal portfolio, 171% win rate, 171% before commissions. That's probably the worst portfolio we have too. Alpha Shark, 270%. Next, Alpha Shark Plus, still in KGS, 655% here. These are probably down to about 80. Why is it view only? Oh, I need to log in here. Futures off the highs here. So Alpha Shark Plus is Alpha Shark, just more trades. $650 year to date. Next, Alpha Shark Plus. That was Alpha Shark Plus. Why do I have Alpha Shark Plus twice in here? Superior options, 830% in superior options. Superior options absolutely on fire. Sam Sora calls are back to 60. So 843%, and we have to add that one. 851%. Superior option plus AKRO is down to about 80. 479%. These are up to about 45. Next, 10 out of 10 is our best portfolio of the year. Still have Coursera on. And these are down to about a nickel here. So that will hurt the portfolio here a little bit. HNRG maybe down to 20. BSY maybe up to 160. So 6 straight winners here for 10 out of 10. So all the portfolios are up year to date. FUTU. Oscar calls being bought here. OSCR. Really trying to keep an eye on my September premium. There's no trading room on Monday. It's Labor Day, guys. So all scared. What a scare call is being bought. TSM on super options. FUTU buy 184.30. First target's 187 and then 190. ABR down 2 cents. Beam up 12 cents. BJRI down. BSFY up 87 cents now. Barely trades any stock in the day. Calls are only up to 160 here. Maybe they're so far away. SKE all the way back. The money I was down in that, I'm getting back here. P&L on all-time highs again, guys. It's probably my 7th straight day. I just made money. Just keep getting good signals and making money. So hopefully you guys are too. 5 signals yesterday. There's probably about 5 or 6 on Monday. A lot on Friday. And then we have nothing today so far. But if you're a member of any service, you will get trades throughout the course of the day. Did not get filled on that earnings trade in DG. I try to do it for even money. My last one, even money. Let me grab a sip of water. I'll take you through the next 2 minutes of the day. See market kind of moving higher. Nvidia's moving higher off those lows. Futures up 7.25. Alcoa worked really well. If you took Alcoa, if you took Dutch Bros, you know, when I give you that signal, you're at the ultimate decision what you want to do with the signal. You know, if you want to take it as a day trade, you can take it as a day trade. If you want to take it as a swing trade, you can take it as a swing trade. Just because I say it's a good trade doesn't mean it's going to be a good trade. And just because I don't take it doesn't mean it's not a good trade. So you're on the hook to do what you want with your money. I just try to do what the best is with my money. And P&L is on the high of the year. And I just continue to keep making money over and over. So that's good. Piotr will take you through the next session. I think his portfolio is doing really well. I know Tim's doing well. I took one of Mark's trades, and Mark made money on his last trade. BSY, my target's offered at 210. Took off BRBR yesterday. Took off Keene yesterday. I could have held those if I wanted to. Would have got more profits out of those. All right, guys, that's my session for today. Everybody have a great day. Remember, if you are a subscriber to any service, you will get trades throughout the course of the day. Thanks, everyone.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.